Tak další část Gabriela Knighta nás zavedla do Německa, do Bavorska, na Rittersburg, sídlo rodu Ritterů. A potomek tohoto německého významného rodu je i Gabriel Knight. No my tady hledáme strýčka Wolfganga, který tady ale momentálně není a nikdo neví, kde je, takže my se pokecáme tady s jeho sekretářkou paní Gerdou. Která by nám snad mohla něco říct. Její angličtina je velice dobrá a její oči jsou velice modré. Tak, zeptáme se na Wolfganga.
Tell me about Wolfgang.
What would you like to know?
Kam odjel?
Where do you think Wolfgang went?
I don't know, but I have a feeling he has gone off to be Schattenjäger again. He is too old for such chasing around. His heart is very weak. He has not left his castle for 5 years, and now this?
Takže Wolfgang odjel na akci Schattenjägerů, což je teda v jeho úctíhodném věku velmi odvážné.
Do you know when he'll be back?
I only pray he will be back. Before he left, he said Schloss Ritter now belongs to Gabriel. It worried me so to hear him say that. I'm afraid Wolfgang knew he would never return.
Tak to je velkorysý strýček.
Can you show me Wolfgang's library?
How do you know about his library?
When we talked on the phone, he said he was going to do some research in his library. I thought maybe if I saw what he was researching.
Ah, yeah, a good idea, Herr Knight. But I'm afraid I cannot show you the library. You see, I have never been in it. Only a Schattenjäger can enter the library.
I see.
Takže ještě se zeptáme na Wolfganga.
What's Wolfgang like?
Wolfgang is a truly wise and good man, the best I have ever known. But his life has been so full of disappointments.
What kind of disappointments?
His only son died in infancy, so there was no one to carry on the family line. And the family's financial troubles have been hard on him. Wolfgang wanted to do so much for the world, but it was all he could do to just hold on to Schloss Ritter. He has not left his mark as he wished to.
What is your relationship with Wolfgang?
Herr Knight, my relationship with your uncle is really none of your business.
You're right, Goethe. I apologize. Forget I asked. Just tell me anything.
Wolfgang has dedicated his entire life to the role of Schattenjäger.
Just tell me anything.
He's not had a very happy life, but I've done my best to provide him with a little comfort.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
As you like, Herr Knight.
Zeptáme se něco o Schattenjägerech, to by nás mohlo zajímat.
Tell me what you know about Schattenjägers.
As Wolfgang may have told you, Schattenjäger means shadow hunter. The Ritter family have always been Schattenjäger. It is a kind of priesthood, though not as restrictive as most.
Tell me what you know.
Each Schattenjäger passes on his knowledge to a younger man in the Ritter line when the time is right.
Tell me what you know about Schattenjägers.
I am sure Wolfgang meant for you to take his place someday as Schattenjäger.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Wolfgang is the only one who would know about that.
No, tak nás do tajemství Schattenjägerů zatím nikdo nezasvětil, takže kdo to asi udělá?
Tell me something about the Ritter family.
I can tell you what they say in the village, what I heard when I was small. To the villagers, the Ritters are a little, how do you say, tragic, to be pitied. They say that the Ritters were chosen by God to fight evil. But something happened. One of them was cursed, and so the Ritters lost the way. They struggle still, but like a lame dog, you see, without the power or magic they once had.
Tell me something about the Ritter family.
There are legends of how powerful the family once was, of some of their mighty deeds, of the richness of the castle and, in turn, Rittersburg itself. But at the end of the 17th century, that all changed. Since then, the Ritters and Rittersburg have been in decline.
Takže od konce 17. století rodina Ritterů upadá a s nimi celý okolí.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
Schloss Ritter has stood for many centuries. No one knows how long. It was once the pride of Bavaria, but now it is in disrepair. Wolfgang received offers to open the castle for tourists. He has resisted though, even though the castle is in desperate need of repairs. To him, this ground is sacred.
Takže hrad Rittersburg je turistům nepřístupný. Je stále jako rodinný hrádek rodu Ritterů, nebo spíš už asi jenom Wolfganga. A teďka nás.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
The castle has many rooms and passages, Herr Knight. Most have been closed off and are decaying in the dark and damp. Only a few rooms have been kept up due to the cost.
Didn't Wolfgang mention a library?
There's a library, but I've never been in it. There are places in the castle where only the master is allowed to go.
Tell me something about...
Schloss Ritter is the center from which the
Tell me something.
I was born in Rittersburg, the village below the castle.
Takže paní Gerda je místní, narodila se v Rittersburgu a pravděpodobně má něco s panem Wolfgangem.
Tell me something about...
I'm not well traveled, but Wolfgang has been kind and has tutored me in many subjects. It was from him I learned. He must have sensed you were coming, Herr Knight, and that you would have need of me.
Takže anglicky naučil Gerdu Wolfgang. Zajímavé. Nic. Další plky už nás tolik nezajímají. Mrkneme se tady trošku po místnosti. Třeba na lví hlavu.
It's a lion's head carved in stone. A few ancient weapons adorn the hall.
This Shadowhunter stuff is serious.
Zkusíme jít do kaple. Kaple skoro jako v St. Louis kostel. A dobře.
I named my shop after you. You've always fascinated me. I just never knew why until now. I named my shop after you. You've always fascinated me. I just never knew why until now.
Takže to je svatý Jiří na koni. Asi jo.
Tree panels hang from each side of the chapel. Gabriel can't determine what their purpose might be.
Na každé straně jsou 3 panely.
Tree panels hang from each side of the chapel. Gabriel can't determine what their purpose might be. Tree panels hang from each side of the chapel. Gabriel can't determine what their purpose might be.
Půjdeme zpátky do hlavního sálu a pokecáme s Gerdou právě o panelech, který jsme objevili v kapli.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
What can you tell me about those wall panels in the chapel?
The hangings. They describe the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Tell me about the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Each young man of the Ritterline must go through the ceremony when he dedicates himself to be a Schattenjäger.
But what does the ceremony do?
I do not know, Herr Knight. The only people present are the old Schattenjäger and the new. But I think it must be similar to a priest's ordination or a wedding. A ceremony of intent and oath.
Ooh, ugh.
Is there a problem, Herr Knight?
You said wedding. I'm okay now. So, what do you do when...
Every day I go to Rittersburg to do the day.
No nic, jdeme zpátky do kaple. Už víme, k čemu slouží panely.
The first panel shows hands and water. The second panel shows hair and a knife. The third panel shows a chalice on a table with ocean waves in the background. The fourth panel shows a knife and a few drops of blood. The fifth panel shows someone kneeling. The sixth panel shows a scroll.
Tak jo, prohlídli jsme si aspoň dílčím způsobem ty panely. Teď tady máme sůl. Sůl, jak známo, je nad zlato, takže měli bychom opomenout tento dar a prostě si ho čorneme.
Is that a shaker of salt?
Yeah, salt.
Mind if I take it?
No.
Aha,
Thanks.
máte to ale divné zvyky, vy Američané. Tak, máme sůl. A protože jsme podivní Američané, tak si tady vezmeme ještě dýku.
A few ancient weapons adorn the hall.
Tak. Dračí hlava.
There's a dragon's head on the wall.
Teďka se budeme podívat opatrové již do ložnice. Zrcadlo, zrcadlo, řekni mi.
You handsome devil, you.
Jo.
A large display case hangs on the wall. It contains a scroll.
Takže máme tady svítek ve vitríně. Ten svítek si vezmeme.
This scroll looks interesting.
To Wolfgang nám tady přinechal hrát a my ho hnedka rozebereme. To jsme opravdu nevděční dědici. Tak. Mrkneme na svitek.
St. George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I avow to sit my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own.
Ještě mrknem na díku.
The Ritter dagger is solid, weighty, and highly polished.
Tak to jo. No a pak by tady měl být někde prádelník.
The cabinet holds a few items for personal grooming. The cabinet holds a few items for personal grooming. Near the bed is an elaborate wooden door. The door has a very large, very oddly shaped keyhole. It's locked. The only way to open that door is with the right key. It's the biggest bed Gabriel has ever seen.
I'm tired, but it's daylight here. I can't sleep when it's light outside.
The bed is much too large to... It's an old-fashioned canopy with heavy bed curtains.
Postel z nebesy.
There's a window seat on either side of the window.
Nůžky. Ty by se nám taky mohly hodit.
Gabriel takes the scissors.
Přečteme si báseň ještě. Přečteme si básničku nad dveřma.
The portal says, nor der Rheins darf passieren. Diesen Herz ist rein wie Glas. Diesen Seele rein wie Feuer. Schreitet heuer durchs Portal. The portal, nor der Rheins darf passieren. Diesen Herz ist
To
rein.
němčině, potřebuju přeložit to. Takže jdeme za Gerdou zpátky a zeptáme se na báseň, kterou jsme teďka přečetli.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
There are some words over the locked door in Wolfgang's bedroom. What do they mean?
Ah, yes. Wolfgang had me translated as part of my English lessons. In English it means, only the purest here may pass. He whose heart is pure as glass. He whose soul is pure as fire. Through this portal passes higher.
Great, thanks.
Působivé. Tak jo. Takže odcházíme. Ještě bychom jim mohli ukázat ten svitek.
Can you tell me about this scroll?
It is the scroll of Saint George, patron saint of England and of the Ritter family.
Tak jo, takže... ještě jednou, co nám říkala.
Can you tell me about...
It is the scroll of Saint George, patron saint of England and of the Ritter family.
Takže svítek svatého Jiří. No, tak či onak, v té kapli vidíme teda, že první panel ukazuje,
The first panel shows hands and water.
co ukazuje ruce a vodu. Když my se vrátíme do ložnice, otevřeme okno.
A Gothic style window looks out over an incredible view. A Gothic. A Goth.
Vidíme louži. To možný.
Outside the window, there's a nice thick ledge where some rainwater has gathered into a puddle. Outside the window, there's a nice... Thinking of the first chapel panel, Gabriel washes his hands in the water.
Gabriel si umyl ruce v louži. Fajn. Tím jsme asi splnili první panel.
The second panel shows hair and a knife.
Další panel ukazuje na vlasy a nůž. Takže si ostříháme vlasy.
I don't cut my hair without a damn good reason. I don't cut my...
No, ale teďka máš.
The second panel shows hair and a knife.
Jdem před zrcadlo radši, aby jsme to neměli úplně křivý.
Thinking of the second chapel panel, Gabriel cuts his hair.
I hate this. There. That's plenty.
The cabinet holds a few items for personal grooming. It's a chamber pot.
Take me back to the 20th century, please. I'm not picking up those scissors again. I've cut my hair enough.
Bezva, takže nůžky už nepotřebujeme.
It's the biggest bad Gabriel has ever seen. Gabriel takes the chamber pot.
Tak bezva máme nočník. Nevím, jestli to je správný překlad úplně. Jestli tím básník chtěl říct to, co si myslím, že to je. Nebo spíš to, co pod tím slovem chápu já. Tak položíme nočník na oltář.
Thinking of the third panel, Gabriel puts the chamber pot on the altar.
A nasypeme do misky. Do misky nasypeme sůl.
Thinking of the third panel, Gabriel pours the contents of the salt shaker into the chamber pot.
Takže teďka budeme potřebovat pár kapek krve, takže s nožem na Gabriela. Teď malinko masochismu. Hovado. No. Ještě by se tady zamordoval v Německu, tyjo. By tě museli převážet letadlem mrtvýho na hřbitov. No. Tady vidíme muže v kleče.
Thinking of the fifth panel, Gabriel kneels at the altar.
Tak jsme si poklečeli dost.
Gabriel is already kneeling at the altar.
Takže mrkneme na poslední.
The sixth panel shows a scroll.
Takže vytáhneme svitek. Použijeme ho na Gabriela.
Thinking of the sixth panel, Gabriel reads the scroll.
Saint George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I avow to set my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own. It worked. Something's happening.
Vysavač.
Oh, excuse me. I was just vacuuming. I did not know you were in here.
No, that's all right. I've done about all I can do in here anyway. I give up.
You look tired tonight. Why don't you go to bed?
Sure, why not?
I will clean everything up. You need not worry.
I can't believe I cut my hair for nothing.
Tu noc Gabriel sní.
Your soul snares, Gabriel Knight. You seek to be Schattenjäger?
I do.
You must first burn away the past. How much sin do you have to burn? You have used people for your knife. Never you have Ritter blood in your veins. Second, that 3 women have loved you purely. You asked to start on the path, so you shall. But you will not be a shopkeeper until you have earned it.
How?
I cannot show you the path, but I can tell you that you will have to let go of the greater part of yourself, Gabriel Knight.
No problem.
Yes, now you ask for purification. You shall have it.
Oh no.
Gabriel zabil část sebe a zjevil se mu klíč. Den 8. V tajné komnatě, kde neměl jsem právo být, jsem našel kolo, nebo snad kolo si našlo mě.
What a night. I'm sore all over.
Tak teda den 8. A den 8 zase příště.